Using photographs. Photographs can be a valuable tool in geography and can be used in a number of ways. They can help us to understand and visualise unknown places, as well as helping us to interpret more familiar environments. Thinking like a geographer means asking questions about the places around us. We can do this using photographs. They can be simple questions such as, what are the physical features of this place? Or they can be more complex questions, such as, in what ways is this area showing examples of sustainability? This can be a good starting point for fieldwork or a geographical inquiry. Interpreting the environment is a key geographical skill. Both human features and physical features can be identified from photographs. Therefore, we can use them to interpret how an area is used. For example, this image of Brighton shows the pier and amusements, which is evidence of human activity, in particular tourism. However, the shingle beach in the foreground shows that physical features are also present. Once we have identified the human and physical features, we can begin to consider how they interact. For example, in this photo, we might say that Brighton's main physical feature is its beach. This may attract visitors to the town. Visiting tourists need entertainment and amenities, such as the pier and amusement arcade. Photographs can also help us to explore places that are unfamiliar to us. They allow us to travel the world through imagery. For example, these images of the Sahel and the Amazon rainforest can show us dramatically different environments and places rarely visited. Images like these can provide us with valuable information about an area and can help us to visualize unknown and often remote places. Photographs can also help us to challenge preconceptions about unfamiliar places. For example, the generalization portrayed by much of the media is that Africa is poor. However, judging by these images of Nairobi in Kenya and Lagos in Nigeria, this is clearly not the case. Therefore, photographs can help us to challenge values and attitudes we may have of these places. Geographical inquiry is an important approach for fieldwork. Photographs can provide a valuable visual stimulus from which to begin an investigation. We can begin to ask questions about an image, considering both physical and human aspects. For example, from this image we might say, what benefits do tourists bring to this area? What are the impacts of coastal erosion at this location? Are the coastal management schemes successful in this area? These questions show the diversity of inquiry that can result from just one photo. Photographs can also provide evidence when carrying out fieldwork. For example, photographing what you have seen or what you are doing can be an excellent way of recording an observation or fieldwork method. While photographs can be helpful for inquiry, observation and evidence, it is worth noting that there are limitations to their use. For example, a photograph is taken from one person's perspective. It is simply a snapshot in space and time and is chosen by the photographer, therefore providing a limited viewpoint. As this example of two contrasting perspectives of Westminster in London show, depending on the location used and the timing, the images of the same place can be very different. Summary. Photographs are useful in geography as they can enable us to explore an area. In particular, they can be useful when studying places we are unfamiliar with. Photographs can provide us with a stimulus for geographical inquiry. They can also be used as evidence of fieldwork methods or observations. Notably, photographs can be limiting in their use, as they are taken from the viewpoint of the photographer.